What's up, guys? Brian ESR. I'm here in Mooresville, North Carolina to meet up Joe Graf Jr. and he's about to give us the behind the scenes. Where are we at right now?
We are at Chad Bryant Racing.
So you were just telling me Mooresville, North Carolina is famous. There's a lot of NASCAR teams out here?
Yeah, there's a ton of NASCAR teams down here. Penske's just up the road. Kyle Busch Motorsports is right there. We got a wind tunnel in between us here.
Yeah, I've seen that. There was a... well, let's get inside before we get hit by this lightning out here, because this looks crazy.
We'll show you guys around the shop.
So this is where... You tell us what happens here.
Well, they build all the cars here, maintain them, go through everything. Pretty much the same thing as...
After every race, the team comes back here?
Yeah. After every race, the team comes back. They tear the whole car down, go through everything.
And how many races in the season?
There's 20 races in the season. So
in the ARCA series?
Yeah. So there's 20 total races. We got 2 full-time cars this year. And
how many cars?
We got 2 full-time cars this year, so 40 total races. Because we have 2 cars in each race.
For the team?
Yeah. Yeah, so we only run 20, me and you. Got it.
All right, so this is what, part of the shop?
Yes.
So I see another door over there.
2 halves. It's
of course, I had to wear my Joe Graf Jr. shirt.
So yeah, we got all the cars over here. We got one on the setup plate over there getting put back together if you want to go see that. Yeah, this one we're going to put back together right now.
So this is one of your cars?
Yeah, this is one of my cars. This is the one that we unfortunately wrecked at Toledo.
So did they build the entire car here, like the chassis and frame?
No, so they don't build the chassis here, but they put everything together here. So ARCA is a little bit different than Xfinity. ARCA has a sealed motor program, so all of our engines come from Ilmor. So we can't actually work on the motors at all.
Really? So they're like crate motors then?
Yeah, so they're like crate motors. They do everything themselves.
So that means every ARCA car has the same crate motor?
Same motor.
How about frame?
Frame's different, varies from, but there's a few different places you can buy them from.
Got it.
As like RCR says, they sell some of their Xfinity cars to people. There's teams that do that with chassis that will sell other teams' ARCA chassis. So
this is the room that I'm liking over here because I'm going to show you guys.
We got a lot of EAT SLEEP race cars.
Yeah. I never knew this, and I just learned this recently too. There's a lot more than just one car. I always thought it was just the one yellow car. No, and then I thought the one yellow car just kept getting rewrapped with different wraps. So I was like, oh, it's black this week. I guess they just rewrapped it black. But come to find out,
yeah, we actually
there's a whole garage of EAT SLEEP race cars.
We got a yellow one over there. We got another black one over there. We got one under the cover right there.
Let me know in a comment if you knew that. If you knew that they were all different cars, because I was telling people, like, no, they rewrap them after every race. But no. All right, here we go. First car. And they're all number 77, so how do you know which car is which?
Well, so this is one of the cars that we ran at Charlotte. So, like, this will be an intermediate car for, like, the 1.5-mile tracks, 2-mile tracks, things like that. This car over here, we ran it for 2 short track races this year, but our next race is a dirt race. So we got this special grill on it because we're going dirt racing now.
Like literally circled, like oval dirt?
Circle track on dirt.
Whoa.
And then we got this car as well. This is another short track car.
All right, so let me ask you the difference. What is the difference between this car and this car?
How you set them up.
Like suspension? Motor?
Yeah,
well, obviously not the motor because they all have the same motor, right? Oh, wow.
It's just sometimes dependent on which cars you like where, right? So if one car you really like at super speedways is a bad example. There's one car that you really like at a short track, you're going to bring it back to that short track instead of taking it to 1.5 miles where you're not so sure.
Is it rare, or does every team do this, have multiple cars?
Yeah, every team has multiple cars.
Really?
It's very rare that there's just one car on a team.
Wow.
Like that car over there,
this yellow one right over here?
Chevrolet.
Oh, that's a Chevy.
Yeah. So,
if you guys didn't notice, these 3 are Fords?
Mm-hmm.
So why is that one a Chevy?
So when I signed with RCR, this is the newest car Chad got. So he made it a Chevrolet when I signed with RCR, just to keep the brands together.
Oh.
So
Because on Richard Childress Racing, you're all Chevy.
It's all Chevrolet over there. So we did this when we ran this car at Michigan. We ran it at Pocono this last time, and we ran it at Gateway as well.
And what's the difference between this car and that car?
That's a short track car. This is the intermediate car. And then we got this one over here. This is the car we ran at Daytona and Talladega. Under here.
And this is an intermediate car?
No, this is a super speedway car.
Super speed. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. Bear with me.
So an intermediate track is anything that is like above 1.25 miles, but below 2.5 miles, right? So like there's Michigan, that's a 2 mile track, that's intermediate. Charlotte's 1.5 miles, that's an intermediate. Anything below like 1.25 miles is a short track. And then you have the super speedways like Daytona, Talladega that are 2.5 miles, or Talladega like 2.66.
Those are the longest tracks.
Those are the longest.
So again, I'm mind blown. I've gone to the races, and I thought I'm always seeing the same car at the races. Like, I thought, oh, they just changed the Ford car to a Chevy, but I guess it works because they're just stickers. But no, it's a completely different car.
Everything's different.
Yeah. So the chassis on this Ford right here is completely different than the chassis on the Chevy.
Yeah, we did some different stuff with that chassis over there for the intermediate tracks.
So I only thought it was ARCA, Xfinity, Monster, but now you're telling me it's ARCA, Truck, Xfinity, Monster. And I'm probably missing something else now.
Well, you have some stuff below ARCA, but those are the top four. It's ARCA, then you go to the Truck Series, then the
Did
Xfinity
not know
Series,
that.
then the Monster Energy Cup Series.
I did not know that. And it also, I saw for the first time the Truck Series at Pocono last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And there's racers who are like you who race multiple series.
Yeah.
They'll race Truck and Xfinity and Monster.
I know, like, Christian Eckes ran in the ARCA race with me, then ran in the Truck race after that.